This is why life is hard. And not just hard, sometimes completely unfair, horrible, awful, cruel, all of these things. Why is this? Why would the universe do this to us? Why would God do this to us? If life is so unfair and sometimes cruel, does that mean that God doesn't exist or that God is cruel? All amazing questions, all questions I've wondered about so many times. And here's what I know deeply to be true, that the universe is incredibly neutral. And while the universe absolutely is all loving, it is also darkness. It is all it is, all at once. And it depends on our perspective for what we receive, because the universe is a mirror for our internal condition. We each are God embodied, and our outside world is a mirror for our inside world. So, if we have been going through a lot of difficult things in our life and we're having trouble trusting the divine unfoldment of events, and I'm specifically making this video because my divine unfoldment of events video a few days ago, there were comments, people having difficulty continuing to trust, continuing to hold that faith based on what they're experiencing. Now, the truth is, most people that are awake and spiritual and see that the world is an illusion have had a more difficult life than people that haven't. Because when you're willing to have your eyes open to real truth, you're willing to see how people really are, how the world really is. And that can be really, really, really painful. Whereas people who stay closed off and stay asleep to the reality in the world, they tend to be able to go into delusion a little bit easier and into brainwashing a little bit easier. Okay. So what is going on here? Like, really, what's going on? Number one, this world is not real. It's not real at all. It's all an illusion. And you can change your experience in this world because it's not real through your thoughts, your perception, and where you focus. Okay. Earth is essentially a school for souls to come here to learn, to grow, to expand. And you cannot expand when everything is easy. And nobody wants to hear this. Nobody wants to know this. Nobody wants to think about this. Everybody wants easy. What if the path to easy is incredible, rapid, insane expansion? That is the only path to easy, because everything else is going to cause you to learn lessons, to try to shake you and get you to expand, because that's the only reason we're here, is for our souls to expand. That's it. Experience, yes. Be, yes. Have, yes. Do, yes. All of these things are giving us an opportunity to expand. Now, the truth of the matter is, you do not expand by sitting around and meditating for 8 hours a day, every day. You expand in a mind level and a quantum field level, but as far as a physical world reality, you actually block yourself more. If you are all in the quantum field in your mind, you are blocking the physical reality, which is part of this experience. So it's all about balancing your mind, the quantum field, meditating, whatever you're doing as your daily practice. And you better be doing a daily practice if you're watching this video. If you're watching this video and you do not have some sort of a daily practice to ground in with all that is, that's your problem right there. Okay. And I guarantee you that at least 50% of the people that watch this video, if not more, know that they should have a daily practice, tell themselves every day they should have a daily practice, and do not have a daily practice. And then they wonder why their life is not easy. That is why your life's not easy. You're not doing the things that you've been guided to do, that you know you need to do. Okay. And things are not going to get easier because you're avoiding the guidance that you've gotten to do the daily practice. Like everyone on their spiritual journey gets the guidance to do the daily practice. And the daily practice isn't the same for everybody. For some people, it's playing in the quantum field like I do and energy work. For some people, it's meditating. For some people, it's yoga. Whatever it is that allows you to spend some time with yourself. And I'll tell you why a lot of you don't have a daily practice. It's because you feel guilty taking time for yourself away from your family, from your kids, from your husband or your wife. You feel guilty. Well, it's going to expand the crap out of you to force yourself to feel deeply that guilt so you can finally release it from your body. Whatever you're afraid to do, whatever you're telling yourself you can't do, that's the thing that you need to do so that you can expand beyond it and go to your next level. I don't remember what I was going to say before this, but this is so important. This is where we're going because this is so important, you guys. The thing that's holding you back is you. And you want to believe because, and I say this because I've been there. Like I've been there holding myself back in so many ways, in so many forms, telling myself, not yet, it's not time. When things are better, when they're easier, I'll do the things that I'm guided to do that I know that I should do. That just makes you more and more bitter. And your soul shakes you more and more and more to try to wake you up and get you on path. Things are not going to get easier unless you start doing the things that you're guided to do. That's it. That's it. That's the whole story. That's the story. Okay. Now there's all different ways that you can make this more palatable and comfortable for yourself. One way is to start focus on things that feel expensive instead of focus on things that tell you that it's impossible for you to trust the universe, to trust God, whatever it is that you want to call it, or that it's impossible for you to do whatever it is that you want to do right now. You're focusing on those things. So how can you switch your focus to things that tell you it's possible, right? Because it's one thing to understand. It's another, like, to understand what you should be doing, right? To be like, yeah, I agree, I should be doing that. That's one thing. It's another thing to just choose, make the decision. It's all about the decisions, to choose on a daily basis that, yes, I'm going to do this. I don't know how or when, but every day I'm going to start having a daily practice. And like 10 minutes to start, like that can be life-changing. That can be life-changing. And the thing about the daily practice is it takes you out of what you see has already been created in the physical world. That tells you that maybe you shouldn't trust your guidance and the universe. Maybe you shouldn't trust the divine unfoldment of events. Like if you don't have a daily practice that you rely on, you 100% are not going to trust the divine unfoldment of events. I would love, love, love to hear from anyone who wants to tell me that they don't have a daily practice that they use to connect in with themselves, but they deeply trust in the divine unfoldment of events without any question. Because to me, that's literally impossible. I believe in limitless possibilities, but if your focus is always on the outside world and never within, then you're going to believe what already exists is what's real. You need to spend that time every day. And it does not have to be 8 hours. It's not even beneficial for it to be 8 hours. Quite honestly, we want balance here. So balance between your daily practice and your actual physical world life. Okay. But 10, 15, 20 minutes, I think that's great to start. And as you get comfortable with that kind of time, you can go up to 30 minutes if you want. Some people even be comfortable at an hour. But make the decision, okay? Everything starts with the decision. And so if you feel like, I don't trust the divine unfoldment of events, this is what's going on, you aren't giving yourself that time that you need within to remember who you are, to remember that you're not just a small lone individual, that you are connected to all that is, that you are God embodied. You need that time to anchor into what's true. so that you can trust that all is unfolding divinely. Let me know if you have any questions. If this was helpful, I would love to hear. Sending you all so much love, and have a beautiful rest of your day.